So you want to know how to rank a new website on the first page of Google. Through my experience of building passive income websites, I have had success ranking numerous keywords for many new websites on the first page of Google. In most cases, some of this was as soon as the first 3 or 4 weeks of the website's existence. The 2 secrets: building quality content for your users and targeting low competition keywords. Let's jump right into it. First off, I want to get off the first message that I mentioned earlier. Always focus on the user experience. When targeting a particular keyword, build a page on your website that satisfies the search intent of the user. Provide the absolute best page of content and clearly answer or address the topic that is being searched. If somebody's searching for something on Google, they're looking for an answer or more information or even perhaps an avenue to buy something. When you're providing content on the internet for your passive income websites, you want to make sure you satisfy their search query, whether you provide them the informational answer or forward them to the correct product that they're looking to buy. Well, what does all this mean? Let's go for the first example, and this is targeting user experience. So if I go into Google and type in what is the average weight of a car, this is what I'm going to get. Okay, so what is the average weight of the car? Average weight of a car in 2018 was over 4,000 pounds, which has largely been changed since 2015. Okay, and then you see this little snippet from Autolist.com. What is the average weight of the car is the title of the article, and that is the first result that pops up. It is a featured snippet, and if I was looking for an answer very quickly, I could easily just type in that phrase, see the answer, click on that article if I want more information, and I'm pretty happy. Now, there's a few reasons this article ranks first. The main thing is that the article satisfies the search query right away, and Google's smart enough to understand that. You're asking a question when you're putting a search in, you want to have an answer that directly answers it right away, whether it's you clicking on the article or the snippet featuring your answer right on the search page. This is a great example of articles successfully answering a question and providing a good user experience. Now let's click on the article. First thing I noticed when I click on the article, and I took a picture of it to zoom in a little closer, the average weight of weight in 2018 was over 4,000 pounds, which has largely been unchanged since 2015. It provides a few other sentences showing some information later in the article and some relevant subheadings throughout. But the key to this article is right away where I'm pointing with the arrow is it satisfies the answer, right? It's answering the question right off the bat, and it tells you what to expect for the rest of the article. This is a great job, whoever wrote this article by Autolist Editorial, this is a great job of them satisfying the query and winning the search position. Now, the problem with this, and this isn't a good example for a new website, is Autolist.com has over 1.5 million organic keywords ranking and receives just under 2 million organic viewers a month, which is insane. They have a solid domain score from 0 to 100, they're at 55, and they have a ton of backlinks. So obviously, if you're trying to build a new website, you're not going to go after a website that's ranking for this type of keyword. It's just too competitive. Now, longer term, can you rank for that keyword? Of course. As your website gains trust and authority, you can rank for more competitive keywords. But off the bat, your website is brand new. You need to rank for keywords that are not as competitive early on. What does competition mean? Don't compete for big websites that are already answering the question. Try to answer a question that you offer more value because that answer hasn't been provided before in an article on Google. Okay, so how to rank a new website on Google. This brings me to the next point. Not only you want to provide great content, but you want to go for underserved topics. Answer the questions that haven't been answered yet, but always focus on the user, right? So it's a combination of two things. You want great content, but you also want to start with underserved topics. And this is really important for a new website that may only be a couple months old, a couple weeks old, or even a couple days. Target the easy keywords. Ranking easy keywords allows your site to gain trust and authority and further assist with your site gaining more search positions as your website grows. If you can't win the easy keywords, why should Google trust you with the medium and more difficult keywords? Now let's go to an example for an underserved topic. So we had our previous question, what is the average weight of a car? Let's get a little more specific and maybe something that's not as popular as that search. What is the average weight of a steering wheel? If I type it into Google, off the bat, you notice I don't receive a snippet, right? I don't receive a featured snippet that Google provides the answer from an external website. That doesn't exist. Well, what does that tell me off the bat? No one's really done a good job of directly answering that question, or at least in Google's eyes, no one's done a good job. And the first result that pops up here is hondatech.com. The title says EG steering wheel, ... how much does it weigh? Right, so it's not an article. This looks like a forum type of post. And by just looking at it, it doesn't make me want to click on that link. It's kind of an ugly looking link. There's no answer in the description under the title. I'm kind of a little lost here as a user, and there's not a good user experience. But there's just nothing else out there to click on. So this might be a great phrase to go after if you're in the automobile industry for your website. So I click on hondatech.com, and what do I get? I get a forum post with minimal information and a lack of clarity to how much does a steering wheel actually weigh. Now, someone might answer that question in that forum post, maybe not in the first post from June 5th, 2004, but it may be later in that article, later in that forum post, which is critical because that might be information that you can use to directly answer the question when you write an article of how much does a steering wheel weigh. Another thing is for something as simple as how much a steering wheel weighs, just go weigh a steering wheel. Maybe you have a loose steering wheel around the house. If you're building a website, do type of things that you can get interesting data and information that no one else online has. This would be a great article to target, easy to rank. It may only have a couple searches a month, but this is how you start growing your website and how you gain some credibility early on, and you actually see some rankings for all the effort that you're putting in. Conclusion here is always create the best possible content. Start with underserved topics on a new website. And as you begin to successfully rank for different topics, continue to go after more competitive keywords, right? So if you want to start with the steering wheel topic, focus on things in the car like steering wheel, focus on how much a seat weighs, how much a seatbelt weighs, go through all those type of items that may be a little more lower competition or haven't really been answered yet. Then after you write those 10 or 15 articles, go after the more competitive keyword. Go after, how much does a car wheel weigh? Or maybe even how much does a car weigh? But I would always recommend going after those low competition keywords that are related to the topic to win those positions, gain trust with Google, and continue to bring organic, natural traffic to your brand new website. I have used this strategy on several of my new websites, and I've had tremendous success. A great thing I like to do is put out 50 to 100 articles of very low competition, underserved topics in different areas of my niche. After a few weeks or a few months, I'll know right off the bat where users are searching and where I can capture more traffic. And I'll know where to dive in deeper on related topics to bring in those users as well. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe if you like what you see. We're going to do a lot more videos about search engine optimization and how to rank authority websites, niche websites, or even just new websites. You won't want to miss it. Thanks.